Oh, it just started streaming.
The
That's cool.
mechanical
Are we streaming
BS.
now? Are we live? No
Are we?
way. Okay, we are. I accidentally hit stream. I accidentally hit stream on accident, but we're in
Oh,
it.
you accidentally?
We're gonna make it
That's
happen.
amazing.
We're gonna do it live.
We're doing live. Okay, so this
Oh,
lightning one needs to go away.
well, since that's happening. Oh, did your stream stop on your thing?
I swear, did it? No, it didn't. It's
It,
still here.
it did not.
It
All right.
didn't. I swear it didn't.
I did
There you
not.
go.
I didn't. I did not.
I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh my,
That's
what
such a good one. Oh my
what a
gosh.
meme of a movie.
Truly.
Truly epic content.
One of the movies of all time.
One of the movies of all time.
I'm gonna make this one
Oh.
fiery.
Hey, welcome welcome to the stream.
That
We
was
are
fast.
yeah, we are working on game. Oh, I don't even have my webcam going. Well, we don't need it. I think we'll try this without it.
We are working on game, he says.
We are working on game. Game in two different engines to be precise.
Right?
So
It's
yeah,
gonna be awesome.
I might as well let the peeps know. Oh, I can't though. Well,
That terracotta kind of looks good.
if they find me, that's cool. If not, whatever. Uh, yeah,
Wait, no, Dad. Put it in your Discord. Why not?
yeah. I'll just minimize for a second. Well, we're gonna be working on a game here. For me, I am working on the backyard game. So yeah. Oh, there you are. You're back. Sweet.
And I'm making a butterfly game.
A butterfly game. So you want to go through and explain kind of what you're doing?
Okay. So my game
And
is
will you?
going to be about catching different butterflies that all have like unique magical properties, and each one has a specific power that lets you complete different puzzles.
Different puzzles. What kind of puzzles are you doing? Oh, yeah.
I guess I could just show it off,
Yeah, show it off. That'd be awesome.
like what I'm doing, kind of,
Let's see what people think.
right?
Well, you're doing that. What was I gonna do? We'll see. Maybe I'll turn it
I
on.
guess I
I'm
could
not gonna
just.
mess with the settings too much. Let's just get into it. While you're doing that, I guess I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. So for my game, you can see that I have my little house in my backyard. As the title suggests, what is in your backyard? For me, it's going to be some loot and some cool stuff to explore. Kind of the basic idea is that you're going to be a kid who's going to get kicked out of the house for, being rambunctious and breaking stuff. And it's
My
going to
favorite.
be your favorite, yeah. It's going to be your duty to go into the backyard and find something to do. And so there's going to be a time, or you're going to have a certain amount of time to complete a certain amount of goals. And then if you, by the end, and once night comes, uh, whatever you have done throughout your progress of the game will be in a scoreboard. And then you'll have the opportunity to collect items, and then those items will transfer over to each day that you get to do, and it'll count how many days it takes you to actually complete all the objectives. So that's kind of the basic idea. Very short game, hoping it'll be like 1 hour of content for someone to play. It's kind of the basic idea. All right, where are you at?
Well, I was gonna show off kind of like what I've got done so far.
Yeah, let's
So
see
what
it.
I'll do is just start my playtest. So like I said, the idea is like you catch different butterflies and they all have unique effects that let you solve different problems. So like for instance, I was thinking these platforms would be like a rocky cliff and you have to jump from rock to get to the other side. But with my base jump, I'm not powerful enough to get over that gap. But if I go over here and I catch these butterflies,
Oh, by the way, I'm not seeing you pop up. Your stream is
hmm,
not working.
Dude, it is working. I see it in Discord. I know it's working.
Okay, 1 second. Your stream has ended, by the way.
I just ended it.
Okay, there we
Okay.
go. We're back
Okay.
up.
Well, I've already caught the butterfly, so it doesn't matter. But let's say I have to cross this gap.
Mm-hmm.
With my current strength, I can't even get over there. But if I equip the wind butterfly, this one will allow me to glide over.
Ooh.
It's a little bit overpowered at the moment, but
You are
overpowered is fun,
flying
right?
across that.
Right? Okay, so let's say I have another puzzle that I need to solve, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have this gate, and you can see that it's got like a motor up there, and then this gate isn't working.
Well, let's make it work. Oh, don't tell me the internet just died on me. Whose side was it? So this is kind of
Just enough to pull the gate up.
you were gone for approximately 15 seconds. So we just missed everything you did.
Oh,
Uh,
I love my internet.
roll it back.
Well,
Let's see
how
that in
far
an
back do I
instant
need to go?
replay.
How far back do I need to go?
Just to where you're opening the gate.
Oh, okay. Well, the point I was saying is, so this gate is obviously broken. It's missing
Mm.
something. It has no power, so I use my lightning butterfly to
Oh,
give it
there we
some
go.
charge. Then the motor lifts the gate up for a few seconds, just long enough for me to get through. Now, I'm thinking for my next puzzle, or at least what I want to do next, is I want to take this fire butterfly, and I was going to have like a wall of vines that you might need to burn down to get to a certain area, you know?
Okay. Where do...
And maybe I could make these more complicated. Like maybe there's a bunch of different power lines that you have to fix or like build a bridge between.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe like fix other things before you can power it on. But
So what's your ultimate
that's all in
goal?
the future.
What's your ultimate goal to work on right now?
I just want to get her done.
I'm just gonna get her done.
I just want to make a playable prototype, you know. My goal right now is to build a skeleton that functions and then I'll
Mm-hmm.
put meat on it later.
Alrighty.
That's my idea.
That's kind of what I'm doing right now too with my project. I got my little thing done where I have my text boxes with different text. And we got their little sign here. Hey, look at that. A hole in the fence leads to a small forest outside. Well, let's go outside. Well, that is a small forest. uh, oh, this is what I get. I really have to manage our streams. There we go. All right.
At least you can stream. My internet wouldn't allow it,
Your internet barely allows you to use Discord.
right?
Oh. Did your stream? Okay, you're just doing stuff.
No, it didn't end.
Yeah.
I went to see what you were doing.
Oh, right on. Okay, so I think for me, I gotta figure out what I was doing. So my last little project I was working on before I left it, and we'll just open up the text editor here, because everybody knows the most fun thing is to watch people code. But what I was
Yeah, they
working
can't even see me code. The stream won't even allow it
well, we'll figure out a way
to happen,
to see your text editor as well.
right?
But for me, you can see it right here in my bottom screen here. And what I was working on was my UI text for doing those text boxes and making the sign work. So what I did make before I left was I can actually duplicate this sign, and we'll just put it right here. And it's as easy as going to the sign, and we can go to entity dialog. Oh, I actually might have made a mistake. I did. This is only going to work for once. This was just
Oh
for
no.
yeah, this was just for a test, but if I change this, it'll change it for both signs, unfortunately. Otherwise I could just type a message in here and then it would have its own, but in order to have a longer message, I have to have it in here. Oh, how could I do that? Ooh, I make mistakes. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Let me open up this window. There we go. Now, if anybody in the chat would like to see anything happen, let me know. And then we can start coding. I'm kind of in the very early stages of this game, so I'll mess with it. And if anybody has any ideas, I'll probably see about adding it. We'll just see how the coding adventure goes. To start out, though, I think what I'm going to do is make it so each one of these signs has its own ability to make a message in it. And the problem is if I do it in the panel over here, it's going to only allow me to put in 110 characters. So the whole point of having the script was so I could add more characters. But I don't know if it really matters because my text box only holds one message and only a certain amount of text. So it might not even matter all that much. So let's just do this. I'm just going to go up into the args and let's just do a quick little deal up here, and we'll just say message, the message, and we have to put that in quotes with a stutter because that's more epic, and then we'll put a semicolon there, or a colon, and inside here let's just do blank text. Then in our start, what we'll do to be epic is self dot message. Excuse me. Oh, wait, no. I know what I'm doing. We'll just take my text here and we'll copy that.
Oh, wow. That turned into an inferno.
Oh,
that is the desired effect.
Equals args.
I just need to replace the...
You just blowing stuff up?
Yep, I'm about to make an inferno butterfly. It's going to be great. I need to mute my stream because I know the audio editor in this engine is a disaster.
Oh, yeah. I got to figure out audio for my game, too. There has been some updates in Range Engine for audio that I got to figure out. Oh, that's right. I cannot use those. I need square brackets for the args. So for that, then I can put in my message, which we'll just do quotes and message. I don't trust my own typing and my own spelling, so I usually copy and paste, but I have my stuff in here. But this will allow me to have my message box inside the properties panel. Then I can just type my stuff in there. There we go. I think, yep, that was still enough. Now if I press play, this sign will have this, and then this sign, if I do that, should have a different message.
Now this should work.
Oh, yeah?
So now if I do this...
Please tell me.
I have to disable this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's put this back in the
replicated
storage. And one thing I'm actually kind of proud of is I made a super easy template to where all I have to do is duplicate the butterflies and then just give them unique effects. And the scripting already does it.
Yeah.
For me.
That's super important. Like whenever you're making a game, being able to reuse,
right?
reduce, reuse, and recycle your code, I think is probably one of the best things to learn to do as a developer.
Exactly.
Which is exactly what I'm doing.
The fire effect?
Yeah, let's see it.
If it works.
Epic. Let's get an instant replay on that.
Now I can set the world on fire.
Set the world on fire. Oh, that was terrible. All right, I'm putting you back. We're going back to small.
Somebody needs auto-tune.
Yeah, I need more than auto-tune.
No, don't put me back in the corner, please.
You've been resigned to the corner.
I'm fine with that.
So I have my one sign. I'm actually going to put like, this
Hey, don't neglect the viewers. They're talking to you.
Update. Oh, are they? I'm not even looking. What do you say? Trying to make a combat system for my game, and I don't know how to even code. Oh, what engine are you using? I guess would be my first question. And what language would that engine use? Because depending on that, we might have some answers.
All right, now I need to make my bramble.
Make the bramble. Are you gonna be able to climb the brambles, or are they just gonna be an obstacle?
Oh no, you're not gonna climb them. It's like a wall of vines that you have to burn away. Or actually, even better yet, like maybe there's like multiple burnables in the game. Like it doesn't just have to be vines. Like it could be
Mm-hmm.
vines in a forest or spider webs in a cave. You know?
Hey,
Actually, why don't I do that? Wait, that's huge.
you might see the pain that I'm running into on my own project, with the text flowing off the side. I gotta figure that
Right.
out. Oh,
Oh, you know what? I just had a stroke of inspiration I need to utilize.
that's good because I just had a stroke. What it,
Not a
what,
good stroke.
not quite in the same ballpark. So what was your deal? It's Blender
Mine.
2.7. Oh, you're using original Blender 2.79, so not like UPBGE, just the original. If so, oh, that didn't help me.
I'll just take this and use it.
Take it and use it. So in old Blender, I don't think all hope is lost. If you are you using the logic bricks, I guess. If you're using the logic bricks, it is totally possible. My camera thinks it's
Actually, that was
active.
dumb. I don't know what I'm doing.
If you're Yeah, if you're using logic bricks, it is possible. I have done it in the past, but it is definitely not. It's not really scalable. So you could probably have like one move, or you're just gonna end up with a humongous amount of logic nodes. So it would probably be better to do it in Python. I'm not the best at the Python API for original Blender. It's changed quite a bit, even in the newer versions of UPBGE and in Range Engine, especially. Range Engine is probably the most up to date API for coding, but I don't even know where to begin anymore with Logic Bricks and doing that. What was I doing? I have already. Oh, yeah.
Something.
So I use /n, and this is also another reason I wanted to use my script because my /in hack for dropping a line does not work in the control panel when I type in there. So what I might end up having to do is say self.object eMessage equals message. Oh, args message. So what I might do is say, could I do args? Ooh, I'll do message. I'll do a local variable, and we will say message just as usual. There we go. And that will equal my args message. And we'll see if this will convert it. And then we'll say str for string. And then we'll put my underscore message in there. And this is hopefully going to just convert it, and then perhaps it'll still work. That is a big if, though, a big perhaps. I need to up this movement speed. Nope, it did not work. That was a big waste of time. Oh, how loserly. I guess we'll just leave the underscore message. Why not? All right. So this is kind of where I feel like we need to do more stuff.
Yes.
Because watching people code is about as fun as watching paint dry. So do you have any topics that we should have prepared for ahead of time?
I never talking to me, mister?
Who else would I be talking to?
I mean, what's a good topic, right?
I don't know.
This? How about this? Because I feel like this has been lost on the game industry at large. Diegetically communicating to the player through the environment instead of putting yellow paint on crap. I'm so sick of it.
Oh yeah. That I
Like,
mean,
okay,
the
so I
whole yellow
played
paint thing.
Stalker 2, right?
Yeah, that's an. Oh my goodness.
Why? Like, it is one of those games that is literally designed to be so immersive, like, so, like, you just get lost in the world. And then I
Mhm.
find yellow paint on the rocks.
To be fair, it's more like a muted yellow. It's very tame yellow. It's not
It
quite.
doesn't matter. It's paint. It's like, I know you put it there because you do not respect my intelligence as a player.
Well, you know what? To be fair, when you're in Stalker 2, it's all fuzzy. You can hardly tell what's going on, so it's
Well,
kind of
yeah, it
nice.
just, it doesn't even look great, but I don't even look. Like, can't you just.
The anti-aliasing in that game just destroys my eyeballs. It's an absolute compression nightmare.
It truly is. It's like, it's a game. Stalker has always been a franchise that requires precision in combat,
Hmm.
and you feel like you forgot your contact lenses every time you go outside.
Yeah, I take my glasses or put my glasses on because I'm like, oh, I still can't see. To be fair, I made
I
it like
play
6 hours into the game.
I play in 4K and I
Hmm.
still think it's bad. I still can't see anything.
Uh, well, that has been yellow paint.
Okay, but that doesn't even I was trying to ask like, okay, if you had to,
Hmm. Why?
right?
Why did I lose your?
I started it again.
Okay.
But the point I'm bringing up is like if you, games in the past have always found ways to communicate to the player without yellow paint. Like for Valve, it was always the light sources. Or
Yeah.
like, hey, this light source is out of place. Maybe you should go investigate it, you know? Like the path was always illuminated for you. It didn't force you to go that direction, but you knew where to go, right?
Yeah.
Um, or even better yet, like having an
Well,
NPC tell you where you needed to go.
yeah, like the old JRPGs and stuff like that. Dark
Right?
Souls 1 was really good about that with its torches. Like playing that game,
Yeah, like
yeah.
you never felt like you were lost. It gave you the freedom to explore, but you never felt like you were on rails,
Hmm.
or you never felt like you were lost.
I feel so lost. You know, maybe I should maybe I'll try something else. I think I have my message system set up to the point where I think it's going to be okay. I'll work
Yeah.
on the other stuff later. What I
I
want.
think the funniest,
Mhm. What is the funniest thing? Wow. So every time I think he's pausing, it's because I lost connection.
do anything.
There we go. And he's back.
Like,
Your connection dropped so
whatever.
bad. Uh,
No, don't even worry about it.
if if I didn't know any better, I thought you were streaming from Australia. And he's gone again, everybody. There he goes. Oh, I'm trying.
I'm just gonna work on my cobwebs.
I am trying to listen to you, but every time you start an important sentence, you drop.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
terrible.
being suppressed.
Oh,
My takes are too hot for the.
the shadow government. There we go. Now I see your cobwebs again.
Right. And now they'll start burning whenever we activate it.
Oh, that's super cool. Here, in fact,
Yeah.
because you're showing a lot more progress, I'm gonna make your screen bigger so people can look at you.
Oh, I'm gonna start putting the coding in. So don't even worry
Well,
about it.
once I see you go invisible, I will switch it out.
Mhm.
So I was thinking about. I
Yeah.
was thinking about how I wanted. I might actually rescript the whole power puzzle thing.
Okay.
Because I just realized I could put a Boolean value inside of any object that I want to burn.
Mm-hmm.
And if my fireball touches anything with the Boolean value that says burnable, I can just instruct it to play a particle effect and destroy that object.
Oh, that's super cool.
So super simple. I don't even have to fancily code each individual object.
There we go. So what is your process for coding?
Well, what I think about is first I lay out the list of functions that I need to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like for instance, I have my butterfly that sets things on fire or creates the little fire burst, right?
Yeah.
So let's say the player activates the fire, the hitbox touches the object. So what I need to communicate or make happen is I want that whenever the player fires, the hitbox in the area checks to see if
Yeah.
it hits something. If it hits something, check the children. If there's a value in that object called burnable, check to see if it's true. If it's true, then copy and clone the particle emitter for the fire effect to go into the object, activate it, wait 5 seconds, and
Mm-hmm.
then delete the object from the workspace. So what I do is I try to figure out, okay, what is the order of operations that I need to happen in order to achieve my desired effect?
Yeah. What? I just totally spaced everything.
Did I cut out again?
No, you're good. I just
Everything?
my brain cut out for a second. That was the problem.
Nice.
But no,
I'll never get through to you at this rate.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm a lost cause. But
I don't know.
No,
I just think about what I need to happen, and then I think about like the step by step.
Mm-hmm.
So, for instance, I'm going to.
Oh, and I just wanted to say, I got another hi in the chat. Hey, welcome to the stream. I know I'm late. I was letting my brother talk before I interrupted him, so it wasn't too rude.
Go ahead and minimize my screen so they can see what you're doing, because I'm gonna be doing dark magic over here.
I see a black screen right now.
Good.
I'm doing black magic. I'm conjuring the code. There we go.
It won't even let me show the code anyway. I don't know why it's so goofy about it.
What I'm doing right now is I'm animating the inventory. So I did put a simple inventory. Oh, and the stream
Nope, that's fine. That's intended effect.
Intended
effect.
And now they just see our Discord. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Alrighty. I guess we won't worry about it.
I'm okay, don't worry.
No.
It's your turn to rattle. I've been dispensing wisdom for far too long.
I've been dispensing wisdom. Well, what I'm rattling on about is I'm making this little inventory animation. It's pretty cheap, pretty crazy, but it's gonna work. I think we'll do that. My wisdom is we're gonna be adding this animation into our code really quick. So I'm just gonna go into the text editor and I'm going to attempt to remember. In fact, yeah, I'm going to attempt to remember how to do this. So bear with me. Let's just type in, I'm going to do animation. It's been a long time since I've done an animation. And we need to, where's my KX object animation? We might have to do it live, guys. I have
do it live.
Do it live. Oh, play animation is what I need. Play There we go. Play action. There we go. I am getting it. So I'll just copy that. I'm not even going to bother typing this all in because if anybody's ever seen the code for the play action node, it is actually insane. So let's do that. Pull up the stream again so I can actually see what we're doing. There we go. All right. And while I'm doing this, I guess I'll just say, hey, how's it going for everybody in the stream? Is there anything that audio levels, everything all right? Just want to make sure. But other than that, we're going to go over to the inventory code. There we go. And this is so far, this is what I have for the inventory. I also have to make sure that I'm in the proper script. I got a bunch of stuff that's not labeled properly. Oh, inventory HUD. I was conscious enough to do that. So if anybody wants to see my inventory code, which looks absolutely insane, this is the whole script for it. And I guess before I even add anything, I will demonstrate it. So let's just go into the timeline and put that up here. So it actually pops up. And it does work. If I go over to the backyard again, and then do that, I can open up this tab. And we're just going, there's my items. So right now, the current stat or the current state of the inventory is I run into an object and it'll fill into the inventory. And I do have a count. So I have 5 cubes now, and I can pick up the icosphere and the monkey head. And I have currently a system where it's supposed to be able to drop items. So if I press Q, you can see that I can drop my cubes. But it doesn't quite work right. I still have an issue to where it won't fill that slot again once it's empty, and I'm still working on it. And I can't drop these items yet because I haven't coded it. And the way I'm doing it is a very inefficient way, and it's very brute force. And if you just look at it, you can see that here's the nightmare. So right now, each individual slot is coded for that specific item. So this is like the cube right here, and also the icosphere code and the Suzanne code. So for each item I add, I have to add this text block for each one of them. And it's terrible. It's not the way to do it. But it works for a 3-slot item system that this game's going to have. So I'm not going to worry about it too much. To move the cursor around for the items, I have this little scroll wheel thing that just moves it 1 unit to each side. So anyways, that's my code. Let's make this inventory animation happen. So in order to do that, man, voice crack. I'm going to have to go over to the inventory, and we're just going to code it in here. And I think what I'll do is I'll bind it to the tab button. So when I press tab, it's going to open up the inventory and bring it up onto screen. Right now, it's currently always active. That way, the code can actually initialize, and I can get my properties from it. Otherwise, you get an error. That's why I just hid the inventory like that, which is the point of that animation. So let's add a property. I believe, yeah, it's all up in here. We're going to add a property to our empty, and this will be our animation frame. So we'll do AF, and then we'll have a animation name. Oh, I don't even need that because it's just gonna be a single animation. We might do the animation frame. We might try that out. So in order to do this, I think what I'll do is make a new function. So we'll just say def, and we'll call this open inv, like so. And then we'll put that on there, and self. That way we can reference ourselves. And I'm immediately going to go into tutorial mode, it seems. Oh, this is amazing. Okay. And I already have it copied.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You can do it. I can do it. I can do it 9 times.
Oh, brother, I've made progress.
How so?
Am I interrupting you? I'll
Nope.
wait.
No, you're good. You're good. Show me your
Okay,
progress.
I'm gonna stream. I'm actually excited about this.
You are back.
Yes. Okay.
All right, let's see
That's
what
what
you
I'm
got.
gonna do.
Show me.
Um, so now I have 3 different butterflies that all have a usable effect. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
catch this one, catch that. Okay, so now we have our wind butterfly, lets us jump, our lightning butterfly that does lightning, and the fire butterfly sets everything on fire. So now we get across the gap.
You need an active PvP mechanic to where you can fight each other
Wouldn't
with the
that be
butterflies.
fun?
I see you're already
Wouldn't it be
speed
funny?
running.
Right, I'm already speedrun teching my own game.
It could be like
Okay, so now we
Pokemon,
have
but
this
for
gate.
butterflies.
Oh yeah, it's like you gotta catch them all and get the strongest butterfly.
Gotta catch them all.
So we have the broken machine that needs power. So we go up to the box.
Nice.
It activates it. Then we go to the top here. And then it's like, oh no, there's a giant spider web blocking the way.
However, will we
So-
defeat this?
Well, first we set it on fire. And then it goes away.
We set it on fire at 12 frames a second.
Then we jump off a cliff and die because there's nothing else to do in my game.
Oh, very cool.
Right?
And close stream. And say goodbye. In fact, what I'm going to do for now. There we go. Say that again. You turned into a robot.
Look, it is what it is.
It
I'm
is
just
what
going
it
to
is.
I'll lock in and make another butterfly.
What's your next butterfly going to be?
You know what? I was thinking how cool it would be if there was like a nature butterfly, but it made like a beanstalk grow that you could climb.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to be like Jack and the Beanstalk?
Mm-hmm.
So
And I was thinking like maybe there's puzzles that have multiple elements to them.
I assume there's going to be a
So
lot
it's
of...
like you need 2
Yeah.
butterflies for them.
I assume there's going to be a lot of verticality in your game.
Oh,
Since-
for sure.
Since you have all these kind of like high jumps, long jumps, beanstalks.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, it's just fun to climb things.
Yeah.
know? It's like finding a mountain in Skyrim and you want to go to the top of it
Well,
just because you can.
now you need a horse that can climb up 90-degree angles, and then you'll be perfect.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That ain't no horse, that's a mountain goat.
Yeah. The mountain goat that gives you like have a mount that it's a mountain goat that you could ride for 30 seconds, but it climbs up any obstacle.
Right.
I need the name
You know, I was
of this
watching
object.
I was watching those videos of those ibex just climbing mountain cliffs that they have no business being able to climb. It's like, how do you do that?
Yeah.
And then you get back down.
What I used to do in Skyrim, one of my favorite things I would do is I climb to the highest mountain. I'd have the horse, and I would just jump off as far as I could until I ragdolled, and then just did like a ragdoll slide down the mountain.
You know what's really funny? There is a Roblox game specifically, literally, there's a Roblox game where you jump off a cliff, and the more bones you break in your character, the more points you get.
What game was this?
And the more points you get, the further up the mountain you're allowed to go, and then you just jump off.
Oh, yeah.
You just get to watch your character ragdoll and get messed up.
Oh, it reminds me of
Oh, I forget the name of it, but I know I played it.
Mm-hmm. Got like Happy Wheels and stuff like that that lets you do that kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what am I doing?
There's something remarkably twisted about that.
Remarkably you don't say. I think I'm a one-tracked mind. It's like every time I have to talk and then I'm thinking and then I'm talking. It's a lot harder when you're thinking about what you're trying to write. There we go. Name. I think I need to put this in quotes. We'll see. And then start frame is going to be 1. End frame is going to be 30. Then my layer is going to be 0, which is going to be fine. Priority is going to be 0, since I'm only going to have one animation. Blend is going to be 0, because that's fine. You know what's terrible? I'm looking at the stream from about 5 minutes ago, and it was just I forgot to minimize the Discord, so it was just like it was taking up almost the entire screen.
Well done.
Very good. KX action mode. Oh,
I'll be right back.
BRB. Alrighty. So while he's gone, doing his thing, I'll kind of explain what I'm doing. So right now I have my animation that I'm trying to set up here. The longest string of code ever to get the animation working. And I need to figure out what my play mode is. This is going to be an integer that I'm pretty sure. Let's see if I type that in there. Action play mode. It's going to be for, I just want play. Action blend. Play action once, which is going to be 0. So we'll just leave that on 0. Beautiful, just the way I want it. So this one is going to be 0. Layer weight, that's going to depend whether you want to blend two animations together, so we'll just leave that at 0.0. IPO flag can be 0. I can't even remember what that does, but I know it's fine. Speed, obviously, is going to be 1. Blend mode. Blend is what? I want it to be blend, which is 0, so that'll be 0 as well. Totally fine. So theoretically, this should play our animation, but the problem is it's going to be playing it every single time, every single frame, which I know for a fact is going to be problematic. So, but for testing purposes, let's just try it out, and hopefully it doesn't stick on a frame. So we'll do self dot, what did I call that function? You were called openInv. OpenInv, there we go. So it should just freak out. We'll see. Oh, there we go. So it's just going to be playing infinitely for now. But it is working. So what I need to do is make a property. Come back. There we are. For now, we'll just say if, and we'll add a self.keyboard since I can access my keyboard this way. And then we'll put events dot, and we'll say tab key in all caps, and dot activated. Activated. There we go. Now we'll put this down here. So now when we press the tab key, it should turn on or open our inventory. Put this back on 0, press play, tab, there's our inventory. So now what I need to do is make an actual Boolean that knows when it's up and when it's down. Otherwise, it'll just keep on going forever. And what I'll do for that is we'll go back to our animation. And on our empty, let's add in our property. And we'll say open will be our property. And we can already grab that. Since we're just going to be reading it, I think we'll put it in our awake function. Otherwise, we can just put it... Oh, we'll put it here. So self dot, and I have the name of my env empty, like so. Put that in there, and that's going to be equal to self, or what am I doing? Yeah, env empty. We need to get the property of that empty. So we'll put some square brackets on there, get our empty here. And what I want to do is grab that open. And I think we'll say, since it's going to be a Boolean, I think we'll do when false, it's going to be closed, and true, it's going to be open. So if true, then I'll say equal. I'll set that. Oh, we're going to make a local variable. So we'll just call this open, and open will equal my open property. Then I can come over here and say and open is equal to true. And that will allow the animation to play. Theoretically. So if it is equal to false. Oh, no, I'll do this opposite. So I'll say false. So if this is equal to false, then we'll open the inventory and we will say we'll say open. Oh, in order to set it, I have to actually use the full thing here. I can't just use the local variable. I'm not sure why that is, but it's always a problem. And we'll just, oh my goodness. Excuse me, I wish to copy you and paste you right here. And then we'll say is equal to true. And that will allow us to open the inventory. And it'll set this to true. Then I need to say elif. We'll copy our same deal. And we'll paste it in there. And this will be our contrary. And if that is true, then we're going to copy our code here and put it down here. Add a little bit of space for the sake of readability. We'll clean this up a little bit later too, make it a little bit better. And we'll set this one to false, so it will replace it. And we want to change this one from false to true, since we want the opposite. That way we can close the inventory. And our start frame will be 30, and our end frame will be 1. That way it'll just play the animation in reverse. There we go. Now for the moment of truth. If I press tab, it'll open the inventory. Hey! It actually works. So now I can open and close my inventory. And if I spam it, it freaks out a little bit, but it's fine. I think we'll leave it there. This will also mean that we can pick up items without having the inventory up. Now if I go back to the backyard, we will minimize this timeline here. Make our window a little bit bigger. Hey, look at that. So now when I press tab, my inventory comes up. So we'll go pick up Suzanne. We can open our inventory and it's not there. Well, that's problematic. Do I have an error? What's going on? Not getting any errors. How did I mess this up? Let me try having the inventory open. Is Schrodinger... Oh. Okay, I can explain this. So the items get set to a position to wherever the inventory is. And because of that... oh, this is problematic. Because of that, it's setting the objects below. So that's going to be a problem. So in order to fix that, let's go back to our inventory. And the way we're going to fix that is we're just going to take our objects and we're going to parent them to our empty as well. So we'll save our game and then we'll Control P and we'll keep object transform. So now it should set the position even though it's parented and it'll follow it theoretically. So let's see if that actually works. So now we'll pick up Suzanne. We'll open our inventory. There it is. And it's following it now. Simple fix, but interesting, to say the least. We can pick up our cubes. Open our inventory, and we got 5 cubes. Can't drop them because I don't have that coded yet, but cool. Ultimately, my goal is to be able to have the inventory so you can hold at least 3 items. And then you can use those items as the game progresses. But right now, these are just my placeholder items. Put that away. Then we can, we'll crouch. Might as well read the sign. Cool. Got to fix that. So now I'm at a crossroads. Everything I can do, I've done within reason. So what do I want to add other than like the big stuff? The big stuff is kind of where I'm at right now. I'm not even really sure what a small mechanic would be that I want to do. I guess one thing I could do, we have the forest over here, but I think let's make a little item Let's put a hole in the ground right here. Maybe. Story. What am I going to do? My ideas left the stream. All right. Oh, got a text message. Well, I think for now, I think we're going to leave it there. This was kind of a shorter stream, I think. I do want to thank everybody for joining me. I just wanted to kind of get back into it, get a stream out, and hopefully progress on this over the next week or two. I'm making a plan. Not sure if I'm actually gonna follow it or not, but we'll see. But the goal is going to be making this game in 1 month. So I got 30 days to make this game in my spare time, and this is gonna be my next big project. I have a couple other stuff I've been working.
Right as I get back?
Oh man, I thought you were gone for good.
Unlucky.
Well, we could continue for a little bit longer. I was just assuming you were gone.
No, it's okay. I had to help carry some totes.
Oh, no worries. We got to about 50 minutes, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think we'll continue it. Do you have any last words for the viewers?
Frustration is an excellent motivator.
Is it? Seems like a double-edged sword.
For me. No, so when not frustration towards your project, but when I'm like doing something else and I get frustrated, I come to my projects and start working on that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
like,
if you can make it
work. If I'm playing a game and that game frustrates me, I take my frustration towards that game to try and do better on my own game.
Well, I can't really say the same. When I get frustrated, it's like I don't have any desire to work on games.
Oh.
But I can understand that.
No, I'm the opposite. When I get frustrated playing a game, it just makes me want to go make a game. I'm just like, I know this is frustrating, so I'm not going to put it in my game.
Well, that's understandable. Well, I've lost all of my steam for today. Are you busy tomorrow? Are you wanting to do this again?
I'm not busy.
Let's do it. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to say goodbye, everybody. This has been a good stream. Not a lot happened, but I think next time I'll be a little bit more prepared and we'll have some ideas to put in, and we'll accomplish those goals. That's kind of just a way to show off the projects. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next stream. Goodbye.
Goodbye.